Hi, I'm theciaellis, and welcome to Grandma's Homestead. And yes, we've got wind again, but that's the way it goes. All right, I've been calling these videos Monday updates, and it's been, I don't even know what to call them now, because it's Tuesday again. Apparently Monday's not a good day for me to shoot these videos, and I'm doing every other week. So I thought, oh, I'll call them bi-weekly videos. Well, I looked it up, and bi-weekly can either mean either 2 weeks or twice a week. I don't understand why we'd do that, but I don't know what I'm going to call them. But I'll give you an update to let you know what's going on. First of all, if you ever feel concerned about how poorly you garden, just look at my stuff and you'll feel pretty good about yourself. First of all, I still have not got my comfrey transferred. I still haven't gotten my parsley put where I want, because I bought this green stalk planter and I really want to put a bunch of herbs and stuff in it, and I think that'd be really cool, but no, I still haven't done it. I did manage to get a few things transplanted, but you can see I've got a lot more that needs to be transplanted. So yeah, I don't know, life continues to go and I'm not prepared to deal with it. I don't know what he saw. These are wild blackberries, and you can see they're just about to start blossoming. I took a picture earlier today because another one of the wild blackberries around the front, and I can show it to you later, has actually bloomed, or at least started to bloom. And one of the old wives' tales that I had heard about it, which I think is pretty accurate most of the time, this year's kind of different. When the wild blackberries bloom, it's safe to plant your garden. Well, and I'm sure now it is for certain. This is April 18, and usually by April 15 the last frost is over. Well, we haven't had frost in a week or two, maybe more, and like it's been getting up to 80 degrees in the daytime and stuff too. So I don't know, maybe weather in Oklahoma, I guess weather in the whole United States has been really crazy the last year or so, but the wild blackberries are blossoming, or beginning to, and so I guess it's time to plant regular stuff in the garden now. I guess those frosts did not get rid of all of my peaches. I noticed the first tree I was looking at, I couldn't find any peaches in it, but it's not too surprising. So, but that's the only two I'm seeing on this tree so far. So we might get a few peaches this year. That might be kind of nice. Looks like we still got a few blossoms on the pear trees. I can't tell if I've got any fruit set on some of these other ones yet or not. Surely we'll get some because it is so late, but it's kind of interesting. But yep, this is my pear tree. It's going to be interesting to check this tree out in a couple weeks to see what it looks like. Here's a wild blackberry that's bloomed out real well. I've got, even if you look, there are patches of wild blackberry, but we got a lot of wild blackberry on this property. I want to look at these while we're over here. I got to walk through some of these blackberry things though at the same time. These are the sumac that were blooming so much last time on the last video, and I'm sure these will do. Every year they always put out a lot of berries. I'm seeing a few plums. This was the first one. Oop, it fell off. Well, it was a little bitty anyway. Here's a bigger one. I've seen a couple of bigger ones, and by the number of blossoms it had on it, it's actually very minimal. But you know what? Like I said, we had that one really, well, it was 2 or 3 days where it got well below freezing, way down into the 20s. So there's a few more. So we might get some plums. That'd be cool too. We're not going to get a lot of anything, but we might get something. These are my breast birds. I have decided I'm going to call the lady today. Whew, I've got too many roosters, so I'm going to take 2 roosters and get them processed. Make the appointment for that. I think I've got 2 roosters here that I want to get processed. I've got 3 over there that I want to get processed so I can just get my rooster population down. My tarp is like shredding. That is one of the, as much as I love the design of this John Suskowitz style chicken tractor, the wind just shreds the tarp. And well, here's a better view here where you can see. So not only does this, I bought one to replace the one on the other chicken tractor because I've got my meat birds about to come out, but I'm exploring other options for covering this, because this was a heavy tarp, but the wind in Oklahoma is pretty wicked. I don't know if you saw there was an egg in there too. So these guys have started, at least one of them has started laying. This is my jumbled mess of my thornless blackberries, and if you look down there, you can see where they've come back. They're starting to come back from root. So I definitely got to get this stuff cleared out. Yes, everything I need to do. I think sometimes I get a little bit apprehensive about showing you stuff, because you can see so much that I need to do and not getting done. But you know what? This is a real life on a real farm, and it's just me pretty much. But it's getting better. Okay, so I was looking real hard at these two apple trees here, and I wasn't seeing a whole lot. And I'm finally seeing some blooms up there in this tree, so I guess we're actually starting to have some blooms on my apple trees. And maybe we'll get some apples this year too. That would be nice. Oh yeah, here's a different tree, and you can see some beginnings of blooms there. All right, awesome, that's great. Because I was beginning to wonder, did I miss the blooms? I knew I had taken pictures of some blooms a few days ago, but I thought, golly, did I miss everything on that too? The garlic bed's looking pretty good. Obviously, it still needs to be weeded, and that's life. And my grapevines are starting to look good, and we're actually even starting to see some miniature grape clusters. So that's a good thing. I'm wondering, I don't know, this is that green grape that we planted, but it doesn't look like it's surviving. My asparagus here, this is my good asparagus bed here. It looks like I need to come out and do some more cutting. It's been like an everyday thing, come out here and cut. Yes, I need to weed. You can see some asparagus amongst the weeds. But so yeah, I think I've got 2 big old jars of asparagus in the refrigerator. That means I need to get them sauteed up and have them for dinner soon. These guys are looking pretty good. They're about time to move them out. I was going to move them out a couple days ago, but we had a weird night where it got down to 34 degrees 2 nights ago. But I believe that we're out of the woods with it getting that cold. I'll check, make sure before I put them out. And I've got to wait. I'm waiting for the next tarp to come in and see. Do you see what the wind does to my stuff around here? It's nuts. So yeah, my turkeys are noisy. You can see where some of my peas are coming up finally. Well, it's not a finally thing. They're coming up. I've got a good batch of them here. So I'm going to have some peas, hopefully, if it doesn't get too hot too fast. Tom did get the stuff that I had. Whoops, I need to back up. Tom did get the stuff that I bought at the plant store the other day, at the Stillwater Milling. And he got those transplanted for me, and I was glad to have that done finally. But like I said, it's time to start doing direct planting, and yep, haven't done anything more. Okay, these guys are noisy. I think when I go and get my roosters done, I'm going to get this gray hen, rooster hen done processed too. It's been nice late. And I think I'm going to figure out how to get them integrated with my adult birds and see how that goes. Coming out of the wind for a little bit. Shoot, I lost my train of thought on it since coming in. Okay, so I'm not sure what I'm going to do about my heritage breed turkeys. I still want to be prepared to in case we do go into depression and all that other stuff, but they're not happy where they are. I'm not happy where they are right now, and I'm hoping that it's not going to be a fiasco to put them out there with the big birds. I'm not worried about that blackhead disease or anything like that, because I don't believe that's going to be an issue. We just don't have that many birds on that smaller property, and they do get moved. Not as often as I'd like, but they do get moved. Sorry, I'm wondering what Beethoven's doing. So, just going to see if I can get them over there for one thing, and I'm going to integrate what I was talking about with the breast birds, get rid of the 2 roosters. I'm going to start integrating all the rest of the breasts in with my adult birds until I'm ready to hatch some of those. I'm going to figure out a way to keep them separate, but I'm going to need both of those chicken tractors for my Cornish cross birds for a while. So I think what I'm going to do is for the Cornish cross, when I move them out, I will integrate the breasts in with the adult birds for a while. When the Cornish cross are gone, if I'm not doing any more turkeys, like for a broad-breasted or something like that, I may put my breasts back in there. Well, I think I'm going to do my 4 hens and 1 rooster and save that. I think I'm going to switch off roosters every other year so that I can keep my bloodline okay, you know, and see how that goes. But that's the plan for right now. We'll have to see how it goes. I'm not sure. All my pigs are hiding from the sun right now. And yes, they need to be moved again. Daisy's looking real good. She has recovered nicely. I'm still keeping her separated so that, because she just needs some time for her body to recoup before I can put her back in with these. Oscar's still not. Even after anti-inflammatories and even after chiropractic adjustment, he's still struggling. So I'm worried about him, have been for a while. Waddles is in there. I'm not sure what she's doing. Waddles, I'm thinking that she's pregnant. I know, I've said that before with her, but I'm thinking she really is pregnant. I think she's getting kind of toward the end of the pregnancy. I'm seeing where heel milk is coming in. I don't know how much time I have left. I've never seen any breeding activity with any of them, but I'm pretty sure that she's going to have piglets here in the next week or 2 or 3. I don't know. So we're back on piglet watch and see how that goes. I'm not sure. Hopefully it will go a whole lot better this time than it did with poor Daisy, but only time will tell. We're back inside. My house is a wreck. Because I've always got something going on. But the reason I'm talking to you inside, I have not given you any updates on the bathroom remodel, simply because we haven't done anything with it in a while. But I want to show this to you because it's such a mess. If you remember, that panel wasn't even there at all. Well, my flipping cat, who still needs a new home, uses this insulation to climb up there and get into a window that he can't see out of because it's one of those frosted glasses and stuff. So we have not done anything in here. I'm hoping to get back to this sometime this week. We'll have to see. But yeah, that's where we stand on the bathroom here. Not much. And like I've said, sometimes I get a little apprehensive showing you all this stuff. You know, and then you have other people who, oh, they only show the nice things about their property and stuff like that. And I feel like I'm only showing you the really crappy stuff of our property. But you know what? I also have to remind myself, well, there's 2 or 3 reasons I do these videos. One of them is on these update videos, it helps me keep a closer eye on the vineyard and the orchard and stay on top of that a little bit better, because I have to admit, you know, I always talk about permaculture zone 5 and all that other stuff. I don't go to the vineyard. I don't go to the orchard. And we were letting a lot of stuff slide by us because I'm busy with my animals and doing, you know, and my granddaughter. Kinsey has been invited to the senior prom at her school, and we've spent a lot of time looking for a dress for her. We did finally end up finding a beautiful dress for her, but apparently she's a size 0, and so we had trouble even finding something in the right size for her, let alone something that she could wear, you know, that looked, oh, we found a beautiful dress for her. And it's really cool. This place is part of a church. There's a church in Claremore that has I guess it's a ministry called the Glass Slipper, and they're only open like during prom season or winter ball or something like that, but they've got this whole area just completely full of prom style dresses. And so, and Kinsey, being a size 1, had the choice of probably 7 or 8 dresses to choose from, try on and choose from, which is, that in by itself is pretty amazing. But there were girls of all sizes and shapes in there, and we're having nice choices of dresses to choose from. But you check it out kind of like you'd check out a library book. So we have and they have shoes. They had shoes that matched with it, and so Kinsey had the beautiful dress, some shoes, and some earrings. The type of dress, she didn't need a necklace or anything because it comes up. I don't know, it comes up, but she just looks. She looked like an Egyptian goddess in it. It just brings tears to my eyes even thinking about my grandbaby growing up. But you know, everybody grows up, I guess. But yeah, that glass slipper place is really awesome. In fact, the other girl that lives with us, she was with her mother that week last weekend, and I told him, I said, you guys got to go, because Cadence is easier to fit. I think she's like a 5'6" or something, like size 5'6", and so she'll be easy to find a dress for. But I just want her to have the experience, because it wasn't just a bunch of dresses that you could go in there and try on. These people that volunteer there, they're like your personal shopper. They help you go through, they show you exactly where the right sizes are. They go through them with you. And then you have your own dressing room with your name on it, and they help you get dressed if you need it, because, you know, some of that stuff you got to have a dresser, you know, too, you know, a person that does the dressing for you. And it was cool because all the dresses were just really nice, and the girls would come out and they go, oh, that's cute, oh, that's nice, oh, I like that one. But when one of the girls came out of the dressing room with the dress, everybody would go, oh, that's the dress. And I heard that with 2 or 3 girls while we were there, and I heard it with Kinsey when she put her dress on. So it was a really cool experience. But, you know, yes, I am on a farm. Yes, I am trying to raise animals and garden and all that other stuff, but I'm also trying to raise a granddaughter, and she is my priority. And it's softball season. We're doing an off-season recreational league. So, yeah, I've got a lot going on, and I'm not getting. And plus, I do have one thing we are going to get done. I'm going to go full on redneck. When the wind pops and groans the roof of this house, it's just distressing to me. When I climb up there, when I got some friends coming over, we've got tires set. I bought a rope, and you go, what the heck do you need a rope for? Well, I think what I want to do, because I don't want to try to go up and down the ladder carrying a tire, and I don't necessarily want anybody else to either. So my plan is to put like a weight on the end of the rope, throw it over the house, tie it to a tire, and hoist it up. And I could do that by myself, but that would mean going up and down, up and down, and up and down. And I don't want to climb on the ladder without somebody holding the ladder or monitoring me there anyway. So if I can get on the roof and stay there, and let the people on the ground do the throwing and hoisting and stuff, maybe we can do that. I don't know. That's the plan. But I don't know when we're going to. I don't necessarily want to get up there when the wind is strong, and it's probably going to be on Saturday because the people are going to help me. They all have regular jobs and stuff too. So I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But I'm about to go full on redneck. So that's all I got for you this week. It's getting beautiful. It's a beautiful day here. I'm going to see if I'm about to head out and do some gardening myself, and then start working on that fence again so that I can open up the vineyard to make it easier for me to mow. So that's my plans for the day. So guys, don't work yourself too hard. Don't be climbing on any roof unless you really need to or want to. But do what you need to do to get yourself off the couch and live. Live until you die. I love this life. I love the life I have. Like I said, sometimes I hesitate showing you all the junk and stuff that I've got going on around here, because if you think about it, not only do I have weeds and everything like that, but when you look in the background, you can see where no matter how hard I'd said I don't want this stuff here, a lot of appliances got dumped, a lot of bee equipment got dumped that's rotted, and I don't know. I've got a lot of and old campers and old boats. I've just got old crap laying around. I don't want it here, and but it is what it is. This is my life, this is my property, and I will keep working at it, and that's all I can do. So, in all its beauty, this is my place. All right, guys, God bless. I'll see you next time.